Here we will see tracing errors in C Sharp. Tracing errors is a method of monitoring the execution of application while it is running. It is used to find application problems. There are different .NET techniques for tracing errors in .NET. First is setting the breakpoints. A breakpoint is one of the fundamental units of debugging. It is a note to the debugging environment that it should stop the execution of the application at a certain point. You can add a breakpoint in code by clicking in the margin. A brown circle will appear indicating where the code will break. When you run the program, it will return to the coding window. The place where breakpoint is given will have a yellow arrow on top of the circle. To continue checking step by step, press F10. Second is breakpoints with conditions. Sometimes a piece of code may be executed a bunch of times before you encounter the conditions you are looking for. For instance, you might be working with a collection and the 93rd element is one of you need to debug. You could sit and hit F5 for 92 times to get the record in which you are interested. Or you can use a conditional breakpoint. Conditional breakpoints will only cause the process to halt when a condition is met. The conditions can be very simple, like counting the number of times a line has been hit. They can also be more complex, like checking if some value is true. This can be really useful if you are trying to track down what is changing the value of some variable. Additionally, there is a checkbox for performing an action when the breakpoint is hit. You can quickly add temporary logging to run application in this way. Third is viewing the return value. In most cases, you can use the mouse to hover over a variable when debugging to get an idea what value is held in the variable. One place where you can't do this is for getting the return value from a function. You can't simply hover over a return statement and get a preview of what is going to be returned from the function. To pull a value, you can look in two places, the watch window and local window. The local window is displayed in the lower section of the IDE. This window shows the current value of all the locally declared variables. The local window is displayed in the lower section of the IDE. This window shows the current value of all the locally declared variables. The watch window is similar to the local window, but it allows to look at the value of complex expressions. Next is editing values. If you need to simulate some return value or check what would happen with a specific difficult to reproduce set of variables, then it can be done by pointing into the values shown in the local window. This technique is particularly useful if you have a boundary condition you need to test out but aren't sure how to set up the inputs to get the outputs you need. Here we will see how tracing is done. First is breakpoint. To give a breakpoint, click in the margin. A red circle is appeared which shows there is a breakpoint. So while executing the code, it will stop here. I will execute this code. It will ask for first number, then it will ask second number, and after accepting it will break the code and go into the debugging mode. If you hover over these variables, you will get the value. The entered value for D is 5, div is 4, and result is 0 since it is not calculated. To continue, press F10 or from this debug window use F10 or F11. Use F10, it will go to the next line. To continue, press F5 or click continue. It will print the output. Second is breakpoint with condition. That is, I will give here breakpoint and right click on this breakpoint and select conditions. Give the condition here. Here I will give if d equal to 5 and I will close it and I will execute it. If I enter the first value 10, second value 5, it will print the result. Since we have given the condition if first number is 5, stop in debugging mode of the code. So if I give first value 5, second value 2, it will break the code and stop for the debugging. When we continue, then it will print the result. Now third is viewing the return value, that is local window and watch window. I will give breakpoint here and I will execute it. I will enter first value 5, second value 2. Here local window and watch window are present. If we open this local window, it will display the values of D, div and the result. And in watch window, you can write a formula. That is, if you want to d into div into 10, it will display the output. That is, while debugging, you can execute the expression and check the value. If you continue, it will print the output. And last is editing the value. That is, if you execute, I will enter first value 5, second value 2. If you hover here, you will get the value. You can check if another value is given, what will happen. I will change here div equal to 4 and if I execute, the output will be 1 since we have changed the second number value to 4. So 5 divided by 4 is 1.